This is actually kind of fun, you know that? First bike. I'm enjoying this. Like I said, usually I do the car stuff. I'm going to post videos of car stuff and truck stuff. Vintage stuff too, depends where this channel goes. Which is fun so far. Alright, we're back at her. I'm going to go ahead and set the valves, finish the oil change, pull the fuel out of the tank, flush it out a bit better, or clean it out. We'll figure something out. Clean the top of the engine off. Get some garbage in there. Just give it a wipe. Alright. Put the valve covers back on. That's going to be exciting to close the engine up. Still don't have my tensioners, but we're still going to move forward. Still lots to do. 1981 model. Right there, confirmation. The bike is in fact a 1981. Doesn't really matter. We are coming together here. I gotta be honest, I'm still disappointed that some of my stuff isn't here yet. But we can't stop. I gotta keep going. All right, valve setting time. Let's go back to our T1. Go back to our T1. Whoop, whatever. I blew by something. Give me a sec here. All right, we'll go back to our T1. Change the ratchet over. All right. Oh, we got something there. Hold on. Let's back that up. That's T2. We do not want that yet. So half turn away should be T1. That came fast. That's what she said. All right, let's go back to T1. Confirm T1. Okay. So we need to line up our marks. All right, there we go. That should be cylinder number 1. Ready for the valve setting. Loose. Oh, I got play. Not loose, but you know what I mean. There's play and play. All right, so I'll go ahead and set the valves and these guys, and then move on. Feeler gauges. Intake 4, exhaust 5. That's 4,000, 5,000, not cylinder 4 and cylinder 5, obviously. We're going to pull the fuel pump apart because all that stuff that was in the carb, like I said, that melted, gooey, goopy rubber, I bet you that diaphragm is absolutely fucked. All right. Anyway, I'll set the overhead. Not going to film it because I want to listen to music. And it's just an overhead set. Sorry, it's valve set. I know it's heavy duty shit. And then, yeah. Oh, by the way, what a stupid spot for the oil check. There's a sight glass right under there hiding. That's not going to focus. Overfiltered just a tiny bit, just because I wanted to. It's been sitting for a long time. Filter's dry, etc., etc., etc. There's no more oil on the top end of anything. So I filtered to the sight glass and I just put a bloop bloop more into it. Anyway, fuel tank we still gotta flush out. Still gotta pull fuel out of it. Still quite a bit in there. So oddly enough, it doesn't really stink that bad. So we gotta Get that out. All right. That actually might be our next step after the overhead set. I think I'll do that. Sorry, I keep saying overhead set. That's a heavy-duty truck term. Valve adjust. It's more of a valve lash adjustment. More of the automotive bike term, I think. Of course, that's all obsolete terminology now. I said this bike is almost 40 years old. Well, by the time the video comes out, she'll be 40 years old. It's in 1981. So, yeah, 2021's just around the corner. All right, I'll set the valves. Then we will carry on. I took the sidebar off. Sitting over here. Oh, it's starting to look a little cooler. Let's just get into it. There must have been some ethanol or something in this thing. Those bouncing valve, whatever you want to call it, those rubbers were just toast. Melted away. So we'll see what this has to offer. These little bastards are expensive. I know instantly the comments section flooded. Get an electric pump. I could do that. I still might do that. But I'm going to see if I get this thing working. All right. Pull these screws out. I am going to be blown away if this is any good. Holy crap. Well, grab a LFH. I have one over here. And we'll give this guy a little bit of love. Oh, there we go. It's actually pretty clean in there. I think we might be okay. I think we might be okay. Give her a wipe. All right. That kind of surprises me. Surprises me a lot. The rubber and the diaphragm looks fairly decent. Okay, well, if in the future we have to put a fuel pump on it, we'll put a fuel pump on it. But for right now, we're running it. Okay. Wasn't expecting that at all. So, put the cap back on. Next, fuel system. I'm on the fuel system now, so currently, fuel system. Now I gotta clean this tank out. I've been kind of not wanting to do it, but it's time. But progress is being made, leaps and bounds. All right. I am actually blown away that looks so promising. Yes, I do realize I don't know the history of the bike. I'm assuming that's original pump. I'm assuming it's 40 years old. And I'm assuming that once we start running the bike will stall. once the diaphragm blows out. But in the meantime, until that happens, I say we just pretend that she's a good unit. All right. So, waiting for my power plunger still for that stock setup.